YNW Melly is one of the most fascinating rappers in recent years. He's now one of the hottest rappers in the game, a certified blood gang member, and the fastest man in history to get fired from the Genius Bar.
My job was stealing everybody's iPhone.
Melly aspired to become the trap Michael Jackson, but unfortunately ended up becoming the trap Ted Bundy. At the start of 2019, Melly was accused of murdering two of his childhood friends and staging the crime scene to look like a drive-by shooting. Since that case has developed, he's also been accused of murdering a sheriff's deputy in his hometown. Due to the severity of the charges that Melly is facing now, a lot of people are saying there's no way that he is ever going to get out of prison. But that's not necessarily true when you consider the fact that now Melly has killed so many people that he is technically eligible for an airstrike. This isn't the first time that Melly has been in trouble with the law. Melly is a productive young man, and it seems that he was able to start both his crime and hip-hop career very early. Here's one of the earliest clips I could find of Melly rapping. This is his LOL freestyle from 2014.
I'ma try to mess up, nigga talk shit, what's good? We can vest up, get a couple choppers, then we shoot him, maybe change.
It's mad to think that only a year after this song, when Melly was 16 years old, he was sent to jail for shooting at 3 students outside of his high school.
That shit was on the news, like I was shooting after school.
Another follow-up, a teenager has been arrested in Vero Beach after he fired shots near Vero Beach High School.
Yeah, I had went to jail for the school shooting thing I did.
School shooting thing?
Yeah, I was shooting by the school.
He ended up getting sentenced for a year for this school shooting, and it was actually that time in prison that led him to take his career seriously as both a rapper and a collector of Rice Krispies.
He used to pay me what, 4 Rice Krispies? I had a lick on a polo V-neck and I sold that bitch to him for 10 Rice Krispies.
Melly slipped under a lot of people's radars for quite a long time, and it's only since these charges, as well as a high-profile song that he put out with Kanye West, that seems to have brought him to the forefront of the hip-hop culture. So if you haven't listened to much Melly yet, let me give you a quick rundown of some of his best tunes. My favorite Melly song is the trap ballad For Real. This is probably the slickest hip-hop love song since Trap Queen. For Real features a slick video where Melly shows off some pretty heavy artillery. He shows off some pistols, some choppers, and even one of the most dangerous weapons known to man, the coat hanger. Since guns are illegal in the UK and the police have been cracking down on knife crime, you will actually find that the coat hanger has become the weapon of choice for UK drillers.
In the odd block fishing, no rod got a pagan shook. You should know that I handle goods. I'm the roadman, Captain Hook.
Another Melly classic is Slang That Iron, which is a slick remix of Chris Brown's classic song, Say Goodbye. Melly's music video for Slang That Iron features some heartwarming scenes that seem to include both his mother and his grandmother, which go to prove that you're also never too old to slang that iron. But the most famous Melly tune is of course Murder on My Mind, which at this stage has gone on to get around 100 million views on YouTube. It's about to go platinum, and it's highly likely this song will put Melly in the prestigious Hall of Fame of self-snitching rappers, right alongside Bobby Shmurda and 6ix9ine. Melly also deserves an honorable mention for the absolutely amazing song Blue Balenciagas.
We gon' pull up with them sticks and hop out with them choppers. Walking out the 10 in blue Balenciagas.
And I also would wear blue Balenciagas if I had feet as small as him and I could rock women's sizes.
But I got small feet, I wear 6.5.
But the question is, why the hell was a 16-year-old Melly shooting at people outside of his school? Well, if you've seen Melly's self-produced documentary, you'll know that he's been obsessed with guns ever since he was a kid. He famously found a pistol under the couch whilst he was playing Mr. and Mrs. Smith at home, and from that point on, he started carrying that gun with him everywhere. Some kids carry teddy bears around, other kids carry loaded Glocks with the dicks.
I seen some shit shining. It was a 22 revolver, a real gun. I'm a kid though, so I just walk out the house and I shot that bitch. And I couldn't hear out my ear for like a week. But then I was like, damn, this is a real gun, you know what I'm saying? I was only in 4th grade, but I took that bitch everywhere. To school, I took that bitch everywhere.
Melly says that eventually word got round that he was taking this gun to school. Some other boys found out and essentially snitched on him. He was then sent to be searched, and while he was being searched, they actually managed to steal the gun from where he'd been keeping it. And if we've learned anything from Melly's music, he don't play that shit.
Nigga had my gun, you know what I'm saying? Till one day I found out they had my shit. And the next day I just went to, I had to bust at them boys for that.
This story is actually pretty hard for me to digest, because in England, getting caught up in an after-school shooting usually just means that you join the archery club. For that after-school shootout, Melly ended up getting 3 counts of assault with a deadly weapon and 1 count of letting off a firearm in public. He miraculously only ended up getting sentenced to 1 year in jail, and he was originally facing 10 years. This wasn't even the first time that Melly was being a menace at school. In another interview, he claims to have pulled out a knife in the lunchroom.
I kept bringing knives to school and shit. I was about to slice my neck, slice her neck, then they just sent me to the crazy home.
So that's how Melly ended up in jail at age 16. No matter what happens, Melly is sure to go down as one of the most interesting and talented musicians of this generation. He said in interviews before that he believes people will be listening to his songs over and over again, and that is true. Unfortunately, those people will be jurors. If you enjoyed that video and you've been enjoying my other work, I would definitely suggest that you check out my Patreon account. I've got some really cool benefits from anybody that supports me, including private playlists that I've created myself, the ability to vote on what the next video topic is going to be, and the chance to access some of my old private videos which are not available publicly on my channel. And if you enjoyed that, make sure that you like and subscribe below, hit the notification bell so you can see every time I upload. Appreciate it, and peace out.